with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11. Hey there, everybody. What is happening? That's right, Craig Handy. Get yourself some. Got that New Orleans Jazz Fest feeling. Friends of mine are playing at DBA tonight. The new DBA. It's outside across the street, out where that cool little mall was. That little shopping area where all the artisans have their cool stuff. It is now DBA. Yep. Oh, cool. And I am going to check on, you know that guy, Frank Malfitano tomorrow night. Musician Square Table tomorrow night. Going to be the bomb shit. Watch it. Please share it. Tell your friends. This guy presented Aretha more than once. That's all I'm going to say. Gil Scott-Heron. That's all I'm going to say. He and Dave Love are really good friends. That's all I'm going to say. Because we have other stuff happening before that. What do we have happening before that? Gary Lambert. One more Saturday night with Gary Lambert. But I'm skipping around here. Julie Luce, it's so good to see your name. I love it. She was off for days, and all of a sudden I'm like, why is my equilibrium? Why is everything kind of weird? Because Julie Luce wasn't here, but she is. And so am I, and I'm trying to take it off of. Edit the privacy and go public. That was the problem with today. I learned for Virginia's send-off, I was going to say memorial funeral at St. Bernard's this morning. They did not have it on public, so people couldn't see it, but hoping a lot of people, sorry. Anyway, William D. Lindemann, how are you, sir? Julie Luce, what's up? I'll tell you what's up. The temperature is up here. What is the temperature? Oh, she's on it. I don't see you being on it. I see you. It's 91 degrees at 8:14 p.m. 91 degrees here. Yeah. So yes, I do have clothing on. See? It's not a towel. It's a really nice dress. See? That I bought on Maui for a wedding, not mine, but we all had to wear white, and I packed all black and like bright blue or something, but we needed white. So I think I've told the story before. I know I have. Anyway, we worked hard today. Lisa and I did some cool stuff, and she's out there bucking hay right now, and I'm not. I'm drinking some cool water, right? You're right, Lillian Pro? You have to. You just have to drink all the time. And we had our first, when there's you guys get those warnings on your phone, the beep, 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 when something like a tornado or something in your area is happening, like if you're on Citizen, thank you. Well, here, when they want to warn you about evacuations, you get that on your phone. Like everybody's phone, whatever phone is in the vicinity gets that sound. Totally, like everybody's, we're in the house. Hey, did you get the warning? Kelseyville, a few miles away, had a fire there today, but firefighters, thank you, firefighters, got it under control, and everyone, they were evacuating the town of Kelseyville, which is not very far from here. And when things aren't very far, you have to really be on point. But and then they call you back later with to let you know that the evacuation has been lifted. And so I had this idea today where instead of just calling or just texting, doing something like la 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 la, warning sound. La 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 la. Oh, that means the evacuation's been lifted. Just a thought, firefighters, people that make that kind of decision. So anyway, it's kind of bright, isn't it? Everything is a little bit brighter right now. I think because my brain is cooking right now. But that makes it more fun to talk. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that either. Did not mean to do that at all. My light just abandoned itself. I don't know what's going on there. Wow, that looks really freaky. That looked almost blue lightish. And that's really, really bright. So anyway, I feel like the Phantom of the Opera. Not really. I feel nothing like the Phantom of the Opera. I feel like Jenna Mammina is really hot. Super hot. She was a hero today. We just love having Lillian and Chica around. They are the heroes. They make us smile. They make us laugh. And so does my regular Saturday night guest by the name of who? Gary Lambert. As in one more Saturday night with. Hey there. I was thinking it was gonna, I was waiting for a little Craig Handy and second line Smith to roll over, but it didn't happen.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Do you know that record?
I do. Yeah, it's a great record. Yeah.
It's sort of like it's an addiction for me.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to it and then I wake I dance to it every single day for years.
It's a good thing to dance to.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm all right. It's not boiling hot here. It's been moderate, but I think we're getting. It's going to climb over the next few days. I think we're talking about some 90s coming up, maybe.
Is it raining there or has it been raining?
No, not the last few days. There was a little period of drenching, but it's been pretty normal.
Good.
Yeah.
Normal. I don't know how that works, but
And where are you still? Are you still on? You're still on the West Coast, right?
I am. I'm up in Lakeport
Right.
at the ranch.
Okay.
A ranch. Yep. Hey, Patty Lohman and Lee and Julie and William and Mama Grace is here.
Hi all.
And then there's a couple other people here. I don't know who they are, but they're here. Ooh, check this out. Who's here? Kind of freaks Lillian out a little bit.
Oh, I can imagine. Did the
Usually
fire?
growls at them.
Did the fireworks subside that were freaking out Lillian?
Very, very, very um, physical tiger. This one right here.
Oh yeah.
This tiger is from Siegfried and Roy. This is a Siegfried and Roy stuffed animal.
So purchased in Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah.
By my brother Nino, by Tony the Tiger, and he's a lot of love. This one right here.
Oh yeah.
Hi, hi, Tony the Tiger.
Well, one of Siegfried or Roy got attacked by one of their tigers. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, got really messed up.
And then he died.
Yeah, sometime later. Yes. Not
But
from the tiger
see
attack.
them perform is amazing.
Yeah.
And at the hotel, you could go up and see the tigers were in the
Yeah, I remember
mirage,
that. Yeah.
and it wasn't a mirage. This is not a mirage. This is really happening right now.
I hope it's not a mirage because I'd be kind of worried if it was.
I'm going through my storage.
Mm-hmm.
He was in my storage.
Nice.
Hi, Gary. I
Hi
have
there.
a large plastic container full of cassettes.
Uh huh.
Large.
Yeah.
Like demos and regular cassettes. I
Right.
have a cassette player in my car.
I still have a working cassette player somewhere.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, Lee. I just haven't been. Yeah, it's an impressive. Well, we're both wearing white tonight. I really am. I have on a dress, but it's just hot, and when you
Yeah.
just have to dress accordingly.
Oh, I
You're
know.
wearing your Carhartts all day outside.
Yeah. And you say there's no AC there? That's. And yet you're smiling. That's what we love about you.
Hello, hello. There's other interesting things that happen around here at the ranch, but like going through my storage and finding all kind. But wow, I had a big house because I have all this stuff,
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna, if anybody wants anything, I'll like show that I might have, like, you know how there's QVC. I might just
Sure.
have JEM,
Yeah.
and does anybody need this
Yeah.
Jack LaLanne juicer? That was a Valentine's present. I got a juicer for a Valentine's present one time. I was like, that is the coolest Valentine's
It's
present.
actually a very nice present.
Next to a ticket to Maui,
Yeah.
like,
That would be better even.
the juicer kind of
Yeah.
worked.
Mm-hmm. Well, cool.
Now I don't need it anymore because I have a better juicer. Do you have a juicer? Do you need a juicer?
I have a juicer actually. I do have a juicer. I have not been using it enough. I got to get back to that.
So you're
But
on the couch.
on the couch,
What have you been doing? What's happening?
the most eventful thing this past week was doing the Shakedown stream. That was really fun. Great to get back to that. Felt a little rusty. Do I remember how to talk to people? Yeah, I guess I do, and I did. And having Jim Lauderdale on was really great, and talking about Robert Hunter was really great.
How cool.
And we got to raise
Did
some
you
money
learn
for.
anything that you had not known in the past?
Um, I don't think so. I mean, we didn't. Given the time constraints, we couldn't get in that deep. But Jim talked about his writing process with Robert, and how they came to know each other, and it was deep, it was affectionate, it was soulful, more
Where did
than.
they meet?
Um, Jim got introduced through like just some mutual friends in that kind of crossover Americana world. Um, I can't remember who exactly made the introduction, but there was just this kind of you guys should meet impulse, because Hunter was without a regular songwriting partner, obviously, after his long term one was gone, and he had written some stuff with some people, but somebody just thought those guys would make a good match, and they did. They put it. They
I
actually recorded more songs. This kind of blew my mind. Jim recorded more songs that he and Robert wrote together than the Grateful Dead recorded Hunter Garcia songs.
Really.
Yeah, of course, the Grateful Dead would go like 5 years without making an album, so
Okay.
there was that kind of thing, and there were songs that the Dead did that they never recorded, and but it's still an amazing. It was an amazingly prolific partnership for like the last, I think, 14 or 15 years of Robert's life.
Of If this is a question that I know you would maybe know, and with some digging would know. How do I ask it? Did the Dead perform the majority of what they recorded?
Yeah, there are a couple of songs on a couple of their studio albums that never got a live performance. I think maybe two or three at most. There were some that only got a handful of performances and got dropped, and some of them excellent, and some kind of inexplicable. But and then there were yeah, there were some songs that they performed for a long time and then just went away and they never came back. Others would come back. It was very unpredictable, how they would.
Was it just them that would make the decision?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and there were some songs that they performed live that they never got around to recording. Um, uh, there were, especially in the last like 10 years, there were a bunch of songs that were just kind of waiting, and they never got to that final album. But they've since come out on live things, or
Right.
studio outtakes have been released and things like that. So most of what got written is out there now. Except there's still Hunter lyrics that are, I hear there are lots of Hunter lyrics that he left
Really?
behind. Yeah, he kept writing. He just kept writing. So
That never made that never
never
became
got turned into
songs?
a bunch that didn't get turned into songs, or songs that didn't get into the repertoire. So we may still hear songs. I'm thinking we will.
What did you have for lunch today?
I was supremely unambitious to set foot in the kitchen, so I ordered out pizza and
Oh, Bono.
well, I ordered a small pizza and an eggplant parmesan hero. And I had
Nice.
and I had half.
Eggplant Parmesan hero.
Yes, and I had, or to those of you in Philly, a hoagie. To those of you in Boston, a grinder. For those of you, a
Kinda.
sub, whatever you call it where you are. It's a hero sandwich. And so I got a small pizza. I had a couple of slices of the pizza, and I had half of the sandwich. So this will keep me eating for at least one more day and maybe two. So it was a good.
What's on the pizza?
I got half just cheese, half regular, and then the other half sausage and roasted red peppers.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a good combo.
yeah.
And
So
then
that
what do you drink with said hoagie grinder kind of thing?
today I just had some salsa, just some salsa.
Do you do the lemon thing? Do you do
I do lemon. So today no lemon, no nothing, just straight up salsa.
salsa?
Yeah.
It sounds good. Anything else this week? Any epic
No
meal?
epic meals this week. It was pretty basic. A sandwich here.
Yeah, but
Just
your sandwiches still, they're not just grab
I
a
didn't make
piece
a
of
yeah I didn't make any spectacular sandwich. I made like a good tuna sandwich somewhere during the week. But yeah, it was I was working around the house and just kind of keeping focused and not you know I'm I'm looking forward to starting to go out in the next couple of weeks.
are
Do
you?
some things out. Yeah.
Anything planned?
Yeah, I'm definitely don't have a day and time set, but friends of mine, Julie Luce asked no bananas. Just ate the last of a small, modest, normal human-sized batch of bananas. So I'll have to go back and do that. Um, but I one of my early priorities for this coming week is to go see the movie Summer of Soul. Have you heard about Summer of Soul?
I just saw a little blip. Please talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. Well, it is a movie that was filmed 52 years ago, summer of 1969. Uh, in the summer of 1969, there was this big music festival that, hundreds of thousands of people went to. Well, there was this other big music festival that hundreds of thousands of people went to, and white America heard nothing about it. It was called the Harlem Cultural Festival, and it took place, like, I think a couple of weeks before Woodstock. And the white kids going up to a farm got all the play and this incredible event, which actually was several weekends rather than 3 days in the mud. It was like several weekends in
In
what
a
was then
civilized area
which
in
which was
Harlem.
then well, of course, mainstream media didn't want to know from Harlem, so they sent all their helicopters up to Woodstock, and this incredible event took place in what was then called Mount Morris Park. It's now Marcus Garvey Park in the heart of Harlem, a beautiful park. Uh,
I like walking.
and yeah, and over the course of the weekend, several hundred thousand people heard Stevie Wonder, B.B. King, Sly and the Family Stone, the Staple Singers, um, an incredible lineup. Just
Who produced it?
well, who produced the festival? I don't actually
No, the
remember.
actual this
Oh,
movie.
well, the filmmaker who made the movie, I don't even remember his name because he just had this raw footage that he never completed. He ran out of money or something. But the person who became the driving force in turning this into a real film was Amir Thompson, better known to the world as Questlove, who is one
Yep.
who is just one of the coolest people on earth. You know, of course, drummer, leader of the Roots, but a total scholar of music, a promoter of great music. Um, you know, just a fantastic person, and he made it his mission to get this film edited, and they mixed in footage from back then with contemporaneous interviews. That, you know, people who were there, they talked to them now, and they had
Where
interview
were
footage. It was
you?
like, idiot me, I was at Woodstock. Having a miserable time. No, I actually, I don't think I knew the Harlem Cultural Festival was taking place. It was very underpublicized, I guess, except in the community, you know. But
Did anyone play at both?
well, Sly for sure. Uh, I don't
Sly
remember who
played at
else.
both. I wonder if
Sly,
Richie played at.
I don't know. Well, there's a, you know, a website for it. You can look it up and see everyone who's in it. Um, the funny thing is, you know, Sly's set at Woodstock is so famous, you know, from the movie. They played so much better at the Harlem Cultural Festival. The music in general was so much better at the Harlem Cultural Festival. Um, if you listen to the Sly and the Family Stone set from Woodstock, it's incredibly out of tune and sloppy, and you know, it's got this incredible power to it. But you know, Larry Graham's bass sounds like it's being amplified through a garbage can. I mean, it's like just it's really horrific, you know. But they had such charisma that they got over, you know. But the performance at this, you know, the clips I've seen of the Harlem performance are amazing, and Stevie Wonder, who is just coming into his own, you know, is incredible. And so it is. It's officially premiering next Friday, both in theaters and I think it's on HBO
Oh, cool.
Max. I think it's HBO Max. However, it is already showing in one theater in New York, appropriately enough, in Harlem. So I'm going to try to catch it this week before the official premiere. And I
How
really,
exciting!
yeah, it's the most excited I've been about a movie in a while. Maybe since or a music movie since the Aretha Amazing Grace movie. That was something I waited for years and years and finally saw it. So,
Do
yeah,
you know Frank Malfitano?
I know the name for sure.
He's a producer, and he produced Detroit Jazz Festival, and
Oh, great.
he's presented Aretha, and he's going to be on Musician Square Table tomorrow night.
Oh, awesome. How great.
So if you have any questions for
Fantastic.
Frank,
Cool.
he'll be here. So you're
Nice.
going to a movie theater.
I
Wow.
went to an actual movie theater. People I know have gone and they've just been thrilled by the experience, seeing something on a big screen. Because, you know, there have been so many good movies available here at home this past year, but you forget how not the same it is, you know,
No,
to be immersed in something that big and have that power of sound and have people responding to it around you.
right.
It's a great thing, and I hope it never goes away.
And is it you're going to go to the one in Harlem, the theater in Harlem?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. So when do you think? What else are you going to do when you're in New York?
Um, you know, probably get some good food somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, don't know yet.
Friend of mine
Um,
went to Red Farm yesterday. She
oh
sent me a
yay.
photo from Red Farm. I'm like, I
Mm-hmm.
know. She had never
Mm-hmm.
been because of 11/11. She went to
Right.
Red Farm.
Good. We ought to get a commission. You know.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
at least a free something.
A free appetizers or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
free lettuce cups or something.
Yes. Yeah. Those lettuce cups are fierce. Um, and what else? Oh, I don't know. Just
How's your iPhone?
my iPhone is fine. My iPhone is keeping me very
You
happy.
having it?
It's performing well as a phone, which is sort of
Oh, you actually use
fundamental.
it as a phone?
You should actually talk to people on the phone. Yeah, and
What a
it does all
concept.
does all that other stuff quite well. And what else are they going to say about going into the city or food or I had something else
Have you
in
been
my
on the
mind.
sub? You haven't been back on the subway.
Not since the last time we talked about it. No. But when was the last time I was on the subway? Maybe when I went into.
It was a while ago.
Oh, when I think it was when I went to Long Island City to see Scary Burton, the Gary Burton cover band.
So cool.
Yeah.
I have a friend,
Uh,
we call her Scary Mary, and so when you said Scary Burton, it makes me laugh because
hmm Oh, I know.
what?
A Jazz Fest lineup got
I
announced. That's what
know,
happened.
I know.
So, so now I'm
Lineup,
trying.
but not committed to which weekend of things.
Yes, they actually have. I think.
Is it out? The
I
schedule
think.
is out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I think they announced week. So
Elvis,
right.
the
Yeah.
Dead and Company.
Dead and Company are weekend one. Um, I think. Anyway, it's
I
out and
missed
it's
that part.
crazy.
I'm still waiting to hear if I got my gig yet. If I have my
Right.
gig, then I will for sure go. If I don't
Yeah.
have my gig, then I will make my decision. Because I also, last night, was talking with my friend Anthony, who's a big music guy. He was telling me about this new band called the Joeys, but they're young. They're like all 17, 18-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
really great kids. But he said that, let me get this straight. Let me remember. Fish, who else? Fish and like two other bands are all playing in San Francisco the same weekend as first weekend of Jazz Fest.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know. I know. Fish is going to be out west right around the time of the end of the Dead and Company tour because I know they're playing Vegas. I think a couple of days before Dead and Company play the Hollywood Bowl. So it's going to be a really confusing summer for a lot of people because everybody stacked up these tours all at once.
And they're literally, I mean, who is it? Fish and three main bands, and they're the same. I mean,
They're
it's
on the
Jazz Fest people.
right.
It's those three bands, and they're all playing on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
But where did you stay last time when you were in New Orleans?
Um, the last time I actually came in a little early and I stayed at um, the the waterfront Hilton or
Oh, isn't
whatever they
that?
call
I
it.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then my friend Melanie and I had a had like a Airbnb thing, kind of near Tulane, um, and uh, and that was fun.
Oh,
That was
so then
nice.
you took the street car down.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah, we actually did. She had a rental car, but we mostly just we streetcarred it, or we I think we Ubered it a couple times. It was easy. It was really easy, and
What do you think you'll do this time?
trying to figure it out. I mean, first figure out if I can because there's so much else going on and so much else going on in my life. So it's not a foregone conclusion that I can make it, but you know, if I can, I will.
I'll know this week if it's happening for me. And if it
Okay,
is, I will either be there both weekends or one weekend out. I will be at the International House
right.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, both weekends.
Hope so.
I'm crossing everything right
Yeah.
now. Because if that happens, I'll be staying at the hotel and it makes it so much easier to just usually I stay somewhere else and then go to the festival, get out of the fairgrounds by like 6:15, blast over and be ready to perform by 7:30.
Yeah.
Because then we're done by 10 and then we hit the road, Jack.
Right. There's
Mhm.
and pretty soon you know the grids will be coming out showing who's in what club, and that's always fun.
Yeah, you're good. You really study it.
Yeah, I got very scientific.
You did. You got scientific with the food and You timed it really well. You actually, I don't know, might have to follow your lead on some of that. But then I always give myself a little bit more time when I'm performing, and I'll be
Hmm.
there. If I do, then I stay through. Like I come in the Tuesday before and leave the Tuesday after.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm hoping the whole Medeski Will Bernard connection is down there, for some of it, and
Oh yeah.
well, Will is always Will is Mister Jazz Fest. What do you have? 12 different gigs last time, and now Joe Russo's going down there again with J Rad, but Joe's got this new thing going on. Joe is playing the Sunday of the Newport Jazz Festival with a quartet of, get this, Christian McBride, John Medeski, and John Schofield.
Wow.
That's going to be so killer. So now I'm
Wow.
thinking, can I get up to Newport this year as well? So too much going on.
Just do it. You can. You can.
Well,
Newport's easy.
Newport's close. It's just a matter of schedule and obligation, and there's a lot going on.
And then you do Sundays. Would you maybe be able to do those? They might not be back in anyway, right? At Sirius in the studio.
Maybe not. I could do the show remotely from somewhere. Um, I don't know. It's there's a lot of moving parts involved right now in my life, which could involve also moving.
How fun would that be to do their show remotely during Jazz Fest?
It would be incredibly awesome. Um, but I'll have to see if it's feasible.
Anything else you're watching? I'm watching Halston right now.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah. Now let's see. I haven't really gotten into anything binge like this week. Did I see any good movies or anything? No, it was a
I'm
pretty
doing I do
uneventful.
one at a time because it's kind of intense, but
Yeah,
Halston, and then I'm going to check out Manifest. Have you heard about that?
I've heard about Manifest. I've not seen it.
Seems like it could be either really, it will either scare me and not want to watch another one, or I'll
Right.
like it a lot.
Yeah, I hear it's pretty intense.
Yeah. So, question,
Uh huh.
because Tony's really interested. I know. I'll ask him. When are you going to ask him? What are you doing next Saturday night?
Huh. Well, I'm a little intimidated by the fact that you have a tiger,
Well,
just like kind of, staring at me, and I don't think I can really risk angering the tiger. Although he
no.
looks pretty cuddly and cute right now, but an angry tiger can just turn. So I think I'd better commit to being on 11:11 with Jenna.
Yes. Yes. Very good. Good job, Tony. I love this. It's my favorite thing.
It's very
This is the
very
rowdy
cute.
crowd. Sorry, they get a
Yeah.
little crazy here. Gee, now it's only 89 degrees.
Oh, just you might want to throw on a nice warm tiger or something.
Got him, right? I have
Yeah.
my tiger and then Lily and Pearl, right?
Hi, Lily
Lillian's
and
not too.
Pearl.
Lillian is cool with the tiger. At one point, I had these for life size, like a 4 foot tall Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Hmm.
When she was a puppy, she did not like them at
Oh,
all.
well, they're
They had their
terrifying.
own little area they sat, and I
Yeah.
would do stuff with them, and she would walk by them and be like,
Yeah.
out of this. And then one day, she was walking by Ann, not Andy, Ann, and she just grabbed him and just started throwing her to the ground. Bam, 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 bam. I wish I didn't have a video. Who had that
Hmm.
then? Nine
Right.
years ago, I didn't have. But she was like, rah, rah, rah. Had to get rid of Raggedy Ann and Andy. But
Yeah.
I'm happy you're going to be here next week. Do you have any
Well,
guests on tomorrow on your show?
oh yeah. Actually, tomorrow's going to be a kind of. I look forward to I think it's going to be kind of an eccentric show because we're doing some eccentric subject matter. We are going to interview the author of a biography of one of the great musical eccentrics, Colonel Bruce Hampton.
Ooh, Colonel Bruce.
Yeah, who we miss so much. Um, and this guy's a longtime journalist from Atlanta who actually knew Bruce and really dug deep into his life. Uh, and this biography just came out recently, and it's really good. So we're going to interview him. And then we've got these filmmakers who have made a new film about the Merry Pranksters bus further. And they've got some old home movie footage from the pranksters, and also the recently restored. Ken Kesey's kids got together a movement to restore the bus and actually drive it across country, which they did. So it's both the old story and the new story. So
I've been on the
looking,
bus. I remember I
yeah,
was in Michigan about 3 years ago. Man, no longer than that, maybe 7, 8 years ago, and they played. They played. They drove up in this town called Covert,
hmm,
Michigan, and there happens to be a dead cover band by the name of Covert. Which, if you've
oh,
never
cool,
heard them,
good
oh
one,
my goodness,
excellent.
yes. And the lead singer sounds so much like Bob in a really, I mean, just in a very honorable way.
Uh huh.
But if you don't mind, I'm gonna just, you probably know already, but maybe you could ask the writer tomorrow. Ike Stubblefield passed away
Yeah, I know.
last Sunday,
Yeah.
and I was with him up until about an hour before.
Oh
But
man.
I'm wondering maybe if this guy maybe has written anything about Ike, and if he has, I'd love to read it. And
Okay. If I don't ask him on the air, if it
on
doesn't
the
come up,
yeah.
I'll ask him via email.
And let him know that there's going to be a memorial concert in mid-August for Ike
For
in
Ike. Okay.
Atlanta.
Very good.
Because I've been the family. I have a publicist friend that I turned them on to, and they're gonna. I think Derek and Susan are gonna play, and
Oh, great.
it's gonna be it's gonna be important.
Excellent. Well, yeah, we'll be talking about that whole scene and how Bruce was an incredible
Yeah,
godfather of
sure.
it all. So
Yeah.
cool.
Colonel and Ike were really close friends too.
I'll bet.
Yep. Well, I'm not gonna keep you because it's getting kind of late,
And it's still hot for
and
you.
it's
So
like sweating
yeah,
here, but
yeah.
not
All
really.
right.
I don't really sweat. I just kind of I
Glow.
I glisten or glow or something.
Yes.
Unless I have my Carhartts on and I'm working with my sister. But
Mm-hmm.
Lisa was on the other night. Thursday night she was the conversation with the creatives and we had a really good time.
Nice.
So well
Excellent.
thank you very much, Gary Lambert.
All right. Well, thanks to everyone for watching. Love to
If I don't
everyone out
talk to you
there.
before, we'll be talking and seeing you next Saturday on One More Saturday Night with Gary Lambert.
That's right. And I will have a film report on Summer of Soul. Tell you all about that.
Oh, all right.
All
Well,
right.
eat some popcorn for me.
All right. Love
Night,
you.
Gary. Love you too.
Night all.
Gary Lambert. Well, I do know one thing. Patty Loman is watching. Let me count how many Patty Lomans are watching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Would you believe it? 11 Patty Lomans are watching. You guys, thanks so much for being here. Tomorrow morning, I will be doing a little live from the ranch this morning. I apologized last minute. I found out that that Virginia's funeral was going to be Facebook Live, and it started right at 11 Michigan time. And so, no Jeff Metzger, but he will be back next Saturday. So, tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, I'll do a walk around the ranch. And then Sunday night, one musician square table, Frank Malfitano, and then Monday morning we'll be meandering. Monday night meditation, Tuesday morning chillin', Tuesday night Dr. Andrew Rada, Wednesday morning making and baking with Patty Loman, 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 Patty Loman. And then Wednesday night, I'm not sure. Actually, Tuesday could be interesting because Andy and Shauna are going on a vacation. So maybe, I don't know, we'll find out. And Wednesday night, maybe Shauna will be there. I don't know, we'll find out. Thursday morning, we'll be chilling. Thursday night, conversations with the creatives. Friday morning, Armando Ortega. Friday night, display and share. I don't know, I've already done my display and share, but I have so much, so many cool things that I'm going through. I'm having a blast. I found my favorite smart wool sweater. Not that I need it right now, but it's there and it's ready. But I think I'll give it another month or 3 before I really wear that. And Patty Loman, thank you for watching. And then Saturday morning will be one more Saturday morning with Jeff Metzger. And next Saturday night, one more Saturday night with Gary Lambert. Thank you so much for being here. Mama Grace, I'll see you in a minute. Everybody else, I'll see you when I see you. I hope you're having a lovely night and you're staying cool. And because, you know, we are all cool. We all here at 11:11. It's a pretty groovy group of people. And I'm happy that some of you are hanging out tonight. And I'm just going to give you just a little squeeze, as Melanie would say. Squeeze. I didn't wear my Pride mask today, but I do have a beautiful Pride mask that no Pride in San Francisco, but a beautiful Pride celebration happened in Oakland today that I just messaged. Someone just asked me if I'm going to be in San Francisco tomorrow, which is why I'm bringing it up. No, I'm going to be somewhere else. How's that? Somewhere else. But happy Pride. People say happy Pride month. I say happy Pride life. So continue making progress in our world, and I'm just really happy to be here right now. Stay safe, stay healthy, be nice. For Gary, thank you, Gary. Grateful thoughts. Gorgeous words. And a groovy and gargantuan heart. Good night, Patty Loman, 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 Julie Luce. So cool to see you here. William D. Lindeman, Lee Cooper. I'm out. Love hard. Really hard. Just a little squeeze. I'm missing Melanie right now because I've seen her like 3 Saturdays or Sundays in a row. Send what with the CD? Tony? No. This guy goes with me.